Welcome to Inspired Truth Ministry. I'm Kathy Hull. This week I'm discussing being upright in heart. It's in the Bible quite a few times, and I just thought, man, we really should do something like this right now because people need to understand what being upright in heart means. So we're going to start with Psalm 7:10. My defense is of God who saves the upright in heart. Psalms 11:2. For look, the wicked bend their bow. They make ready their arrow on the string that they may shoot secretly at the upright in heart. This past week I've been very discouraged and disheartened as I've lost about probably 10 different Facebook groups. All of a sudden my Bible verses were being declined. One group even stopped me from being able to even participate in their group. No words to me, no nothing. I run Facebook groups, and if somebody's out of line, I really try and talk with them and let them know before they're removed from my group. And it's very sad because I've been in these groups for 2.5 years as I've been trying to build my ministry, and no one's talking to me. I can tell you, this past week also, I was attacked. My video Conform or Transform got attacked by someone who didn't like me mentioning Pastor Greg Locke. I said to support him, not follow him. But this person said I said to follow him and that he's a false prophet because he's been divorced, which is not a reason for being a false prophet, and gave me a video about the masks and also about him pointing out the evilness of this world. Well, we're supposed to as believers. The reasons that they gave me were not legitimate reasons for being a false prophet. A false prophet is someone who messes with the doctrine of God, who doesn't tell the truth per se of what the Lord really is saying, and who may lead people astray in their belief system. That's a false prophet. So I got all of that jumbled up mess, and then the last thing they said to me was to repent. I can tell you, because my son also got someone else telling him to repent, that it's not our place. The Lord will convict our hearts to repent. Men should not be telling other people to repent. That is a scribe, Pharisee, legalistic, religious person trying to put their authority over you. That's not okay. That's what's screwing up our churches right now. That's what's messing with our churches. That's what's causing the church's division right now, are these types of people. And that's what causes people to not want to go to church, are these types of people. I'm going to mention a video that I shared in Woke Church Movement by David Rodolfo III. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He shared a message about coming in love to correct others. You don't come at them like a bulldog ready to charge and attack. That's the wrong method, the wrong approach. And it's not what Jesus did. He approached people in a loving, kind manner and not a judgmental one. We use Jesus as an example. And so, yeah, it's possible that these people, these attacks are reasons why I'm not in these these groups on Facebook anymore. It's very possible. I also have come into contact with people who want to destroy my ministry, and not just mine. They wiggle their way into other ministries, other churches, whatever. And their whole entire goal is to take you down. This person wants to see my ministry burnt to the ground. And I'm only 2.5 years old. Something's going on here. Be aware. There are people that don't have your best interests at heart. And really do an inventory of the people that are on your Facebook. I've even gone as far as not accepting friend requests, not talking to people online anymore because I don't trust anybody anymore. That's going to have to be earned at this point. It's very difficult. It's hard. I don't want to become hardened. But at the same time, I also want to protect myself and my ministry because this is very important to me. What I've done for the Lord is not for me, it's for His glory. And it hurts when I'm being attacked to such a degree that it's that I've had to seek the comfort of the Lord this week. And I just want you all to be aware. I don't put the comments of these people on my Facebook because I don't want other people have told me, well, we would defend you. Great. I don't need other people to defend me. I just need the Lord to know. And he keeps account of everything that's being done to us. And, his judgment will be the end of it. But, some of us fight our battles quietly behind the scenes, and it's not easy. So I'm trying to put on a brave face. I've joined some new groups, trying to make some new connections, and I'm praying that the Lord will bless those new connections. And so be aware, not everybody out there is for you. And then Psalm 32:11. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you righteous, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. We are supposed to be glad that we're upright in heart, that we're not of this world, because our reward will come from the Lord for that. Maybe not on earth, but in heaven we'll receive our reward. Trust me. Psalm 36:10. Oh, continue your loving kindness to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright in heart. Psalm 64:10. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Psalm 94:15. But judgment will return to righteousness, and all the upright in heart will follow it. And finally, Psalm 97:11. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. I have a feeling that, eventually we're going to have to really stand up and fight for our faith, fight for our belief system. I was listening to Brett Metter this week, and he was talking about the martyrs of the Bible. Stephen was the first martyr, and he's not the last. Peter wouldn't be crucified the way Jesus was because he didn't feel worthy of it. So they crucified him upside down. If there's a bullet pointed to your head, will you say, yes, I am a Christian, and die for your faith? See, the thing about being a believer in Jesus Christ is we're not afraid of death. It doesn't scare us because we know where we're going. It scares the people that don't know where their eternal destination will be. Think about that. If you're struggling and don't know where you're going to be, boy, you better get it straight now, because the time is coming where we're going to have to profess our faith. I just feel it in my gut. So I'm going to end today with an article about being upright in heart. It's The Elders' Management of the Church by Witness Lee. And it's part 4, being upright in heart. When we say that the heart must be upright, we do not merely mean that it should not be crooked. We mean that there should not be any motive or aim in one's heart. For the elders to oversee the church, they must have a heart that can say before God that their help to the brothers and sisters and their leading of their spiritual pursuit are with absolutely no motive. This is what it means to be upright. Many times elders visit others with a motive. Sometimes they invite brothers to a love fest, also with a motive. It seems that when they invite a person, that person's supposed to come under their control. This is to have a motive. It is politics. It is not uprightness. When we invite others to come to a love feast for fellowship, we should invite them only for this purpose. If we have some other motive, we should make it clear to them. This is to be upright. In the church, and especially with the leading ones and with those responsible for the administration, no one should take advantage of opportunities. Even if an opportunity is available, they should not take advantage of it. Otherwise, their heart is not upright. For the elders to manage the affairs of the church, their heart must be upright, for their ways must also be upright. They must not walk a crooked path. Suppose you're in trouble with a brother and fail to find a solution to the problem. You may go to this one's brother-in-law to try to have the brother-in-law speak to this one's wife, hoping that she would in turn speak to the brother. This kind of thing should never be done. If you have the Lord's leading to speak to the brother-in-law, it's a different matter. But if not, you must never act like the worldly people taking back doors and shortcuts. I believe after I've spoken all these things, you can understand what I mean. The elders in the church must learn to enlarge their heart again and again. It is right for one not to be presumptuous, boastful, or desiring to be great. Yet at the same time, the heart must be enlarged. Meanwhile, the heart must be honest and upright, and you must not try to make use of others. If you need someone to help you with something, simply tell the other person plainly. It is not convenient. If it is not convenient with the other person, you should not force the issue. Do not skirt the issues, and do not try to make use of others. We must deal with our heart before God to such an extent. Originally, I intended to mention also that the heart must be pure, but we do not need to speak about it now because purity is also included within honesty and uprightness. If you can be honest, truthful, upright, and straight, your heart will be surely pure. With this type of heart, God will have a way through you. He will be able to use you to oversee the church, and you will become a real prophet to all the brothers and sisters. And that's the problem with the churches right now, the leadership. It's not that we're all sinners. I get it, we're all sinners. We can all still be sinners and have an upright heart. Churches are full of motives these days. They don't want to give the truth out because they don't want to lose their audience. They don't want to give the truth out because they don't want to lose the money of the donations of people, of the tithings, which is more where they're geared towards. Tithe. Where's the upright in heart leading your ministry? Where's the upright in heart leading for the cause of Jesus Christ? I just want to say thank you again to David Rodolfo this week because I appreciate your message. I also want to let you know that this week I also released my 5th book, A Walk with God. If you're struggling with your personal relationship with the Lord, if you just don't feel like you're close enough to Him, please, I urge you to get this book. It's my personal journey to get closer to the Lord and what He has shown me over these years of being a believer. And what He's still teaching me even now. I'm still learning. We're all going to be learning until we're joined to Him in heaven. In it is my struggle with whatever I've discussed in each chapter, along with questions to help you apply what I have talked about, and then also Bible verses to help you meditate on what it is the Lord wants you to be in and walk in your walk with Him. I've also got Pursuing My Purpose, along with a workbook. That is my personal journey. I still haven't quite grasped what my purpose is yet, but I'm still pursuing it. And then Your Value as a Woman, also with a workbook, so that you can apply what it means to be a valuable woman to the Lord. Or maybe you're a man who wants to value his wife or his mother or whoever in your life. That book's great for either men or women. I urge you this week, please, if you're really struggling, if you're really needing something, please share what we do here at Inspired Truth Ministry. Share my books, so they're all available on Amazon. You can get them in Kindle or paperback. Share the word of what we do here, of the things that this ministry represents. This is all my personal journey just being shared, and also what the Lord's showing me at the same time. And I've come under some serious attacks, but God's got me, and He's got you if you let Him. Let Him in. Let Him join you in your struggles, in your happiness and joys. Let Him be a part of your life. Thank you all. I pray for all of you this week, and I hope that you all have a really great week and not a chaotic one or crazy one like we've been having. I'm praying that the craziness will finally subside soon. I'm praying for Afghanistan as well. I'm praying for this world. It is so broken. And the Lord's in control and has a plan, and we just have to keep praying. God's plan is going to come soon. Thank you all. Have a great week.